Good day, everybody. Bevo here. I hope you're having a fantastic 2016. Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome back to Space Engineers. I am excited to be back home. I do apologize. Last episode, well, for the past week, I have not been recording. I've been on holiday, out of town. So I'm sorry I did not give you guys a heads up. Let's go ahead and start welding some of this stuff right here. I'll explain what I'm doing here in 1 second. Oh, no. What's my lights? Yeah, I think that's a new feature in Space Engineers. It makes lights blinding. Yeah, so I do apologize for not giving you guys a heads up that I was heading out of town for a week. I wanted to get one more episode recorded before I left town for a holiday. And I just wasn't able to, real life came up and I was unable to record that last episode where I was going to kind of let y'all know I wasn't be around for a week. But yeah, I'm sorry about that. But anyway, I had a wonderful holidays and 2016 is looking amazing so far. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and kind of get started on what we're doing right here. What I am working on is trying to kind of finish off this little back section of the ship. This episode, I would like to go ahead and get the propulsion section of our ship all done. It's probably going to be the hardest part of our build of this entire vessel. It's going to be the propulsion section. So someone already kind of guessed at what my inspiration for my propulsion section is going to be. And my main inspiration for the propulsion section back here is to have like nacelles that's kind of inspired by Vulcan ships, and like from Star Trek, the Vulcan ships, right? How they have those big round kind of propulsion sections. Now, that's going to be really hard to do in Space Engineers because like even like the roundish parts in Space Engineers are all based on 45-degree angles, right? So, in Space Engineers, we have our blocks, and then we have our 45-degree blocks like this right here, right? And then we have some other kind of a little bit less than 45-degree kind of blocks, right? That are pretty cool, but it would make it really hard to make like a Vulcan-esque propulsion kind of back section of the ship, I think. So, I don't know. We'll try and figure out what we're going to do with that. One thing I did not get around to was at the end of last episode, I said I was going to finish up the promenade. And I actually just now, this very second, remembered that I had promised that. And I forgot to do it. So the promenade's not done yet. I thought we'd go ahead and just go. I wanted to kind of get started on this. Well, actually, I started painting stuff right here for when I was going to start the promenade. And then once I started painting back here, I was like, yeah, I need to go ahead and do something with this big square that we have back here. One thing I do want to do is, I've kind of mentioned I don't like kind of big flat areas on my ships. And so, for example, this little section right here, let's see here, like this right here, let's see, this is one, let's go ahead and, there right here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, no, I didn't mean to paint you. 1, 2, 3. So I don't want more than 3 blocks on any kind of section of my ship. So for example, I want to go ahead and get rid of this, right? And then we go ahead and replace that part that I didn't mean to take off right there. And I want to make sure that there's no more than 3 kind of flat, blocks of a flat area anywhere on my ship. So for example, this right here is, it's like 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So I probably want something to come out right here. And I'm thinking maybe some sort of kind of big support column going all the way back right here might be kind of cool. So I don't know, but for the propulsion section, what I'm thinking about doing is doing some things like, you see those big columns back there? I'm thinking about having some of those come out, right? So one that comes out right here, one that comes out on the top, one that comes out the other side, and one that comes out on the very bottom. And then having something like a diamond shape, right? So it's not going to be round like the Vulcan ships. It's going to be diamond shape. And then we'll have like a nacelle kind of supported on the very middle. So the nacelle is going to go right down the very kind of like this little corner right here. And then it's going to have a thing that comes out right there. And then it's going to go down, and there's going to be another nacelle right down there. So it's going to be 4 nacelles on each of the corners over here around the ship. And then it's going to be supported by the columns that come out right here, and then kind of like little lines that kind of connect up all of our little columns to come out. That might be kind of cool. Although, I don't know. The top and bottom columns would end up really, really big if we did like a perfect diamond. So it might not be a perfect diamond. It might be kind of a little bit of, I don't know, like come out this way and then flat a little bit, then out to the column, and then flat and then over. That might work. I don't know. We'll have to look at it. Well, yeah, we'll have to definitely kind of look at it and kind of gauge it, I think, as we're building it. But yeah, so all right, let me go ahead and finish welding up this little section right here and figuring out how I want to do this kind of support column right here. And we'll get started on that propulsion, because that propulsion is one thing. It's going to be the hardest part of our entire ship, I think. So I want to get that done for sure this episode. So, alright, this is looking a little bit better. What do y'all think about red, white, and blue for our color scheme for our cruiser? I thought that would be kind of cool. And making stripes that go down like this would make our ship look smaller. So our ship is going to be really, really big, but I would like for it to look a lot smaller than it actually is. And I just had a cool idea for right up here. Let's go ahead and remove all this right here. I have a cool idea for what I might actually do up here that might be kind of neat. I don't know. I want to try something out. Something I haven't tried before. So here's kind of what I'm thinking. Let's go ahead and open this up, and we'll put some of maybe these like this right here. So one of those right there, and maybe one right there as well, and run. We'll probably need to go ahead and do, you know what, we might be able to do like this. No, this probably won't work. Okay, let's go ahead and try moving that out just a little bit further out. So let's see. We'll go ahead and put you there and you there. And then we'll go ahead and do like this all the way across right here. And that's still not going to make a seal, is it? No. Actually, yeah. That definitely will make a seal. Okay, so here's kind of what I'm thinking. So if we were to go ahead and do something like this, so say some of these guys, let's see, these guys like this, right? So we'll do one of you right there, one of you right there like that. And we'll go ahead and do these things out front like this. And then if we were to do something like, I don't know, this... right? So I haven't played with these yet. So the one reason I don't want to do too many of these on here, because if you go ahead and look at this, it's not actually it's not rounded. It's got a bunch of triangles in here. And all these little triangles that you can kind of see, let's go ahead and look in here. All these little triangles in here, yeah, those all will destroy my frames per second. So I want as few of those triangles as possible on this ship. And these little blocks right here create a lot of those little triangles. So I don't want to put too much on them, but I want to see kind of how they look. They might actually look pretty cool. So how would that look? That might look pretty fantastic. Having some rounded parts on this ship might be really, really cool. So I could even do these heavy armor blocks, but I don't know. We might not want to do that. I want to rely a lot on my shields, so that would probably be good. Okay, we'll go ahead and bring you out this way, and then these guys all the way out like that. And then I'm thinking we might run like a conveyor belt system down this little thing right here, because I want a lot of redundancy. I want a lot of redundancy on my ship. So if the conveyor system underneath there gets taken out, then we have a conveyor system up here that can go ahead and kind of cover whatever we lose from that conveyor system down there being taken out. Also, we're going to have guns and missile turrets and all kinds of amazing stuff all over the ship. Like these little things right here. See how this is sticking out right there? Yeah, I'm thinking that right there is going to be a spot where we're going to have a gun on here. So all these kind of like little spots that are kind of sticking out, you know, like this little thing right here. Yeah, we're going to have a gun over here somewhere. That's kind of what I was thinking with these little things. So see, that looks like a perfect spot for our gun turret right there. It's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah, that might actually look really, really good right there like that. Yeah, I don't know. Let me go ahead and weld it up and see how it looks. That looks really, really cool. I love it. I think I'm going to put like one little bit lower. So like one, just like this, but a little bit lower, continuing up front. That might be really, really cool. And I think I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom because it looks so amazing. I don't know quite what I want to do with the back right here. One thing we could do is like a big window. So let's see here. Like one of those big 3x3 windows, something like, let's see here. So you're not window. Are you okay? I think this is a window. All right, let's go ahead and rotate it like this. Okay, so that looks good. That looks good. Okay, so if we were to go ahead and let's see here. All right, well, I don't have any glass on me, so let's go ahead and weld this up and see how it looks. So a big window back here, that might look really cool. Except you're facing the wrong way, buddy. Oops. Okay, well, let's go ahead and pick that up. Did I get everything? I think so. Who knows? Let's go ahead. Let's see. Are you inverted? No, you're flat. Okay, so we need a 3x3 inverted. Okay, so let's go ahead and rotate you like this and try that. Okay, so how does that look? That looks pretty amazing. That looks really, really cool. I like that. I might actually do maybe a window right here somewhere. Might be really neat. Although that's not going to be showing inside though. So this right here, you can actually see from inside the hangar. But out here, yeah, I don't know. We'll go ahead and need to go ahead and patch this up right here. So we'll go ahead and do something like this. I don't know if I'm going to do that a different color or not. Let's see. We go ahead and do, how about, should we do these right here maybe? No. How do I want to do that? That might be kind of tricky there. Don't know. Is that going to form a seal on here? I'm not sure if that actually forms a seal. I need to test that out. That's a mechanic I really need to test out. Until I've actually tested that out, though, I think we're going to go ahead and throw these guys on here. I'm pretty sure that will go ahead and form a seal. So, yeah. And that looks pretty neat. So that way we kind of see what's coming in for docking and that kind of stuff. So that would be really cool. Yeah, so on the very front of the ship, I'm thinking we're going to go ahead and do the same thing, except kind of one little bit lower. So kind of here's what I'm thinking right here. So sorry, it's doing that little thing it always does. What if we did something like this? So, oh gosh, that is going to look a little funny. Something all the way out like this right here. So we'll go ahead and continue bringing this up towards maybe all the way out to, how about right there like that? And we'll go ahead and do this like that right there. And we'll go ahead and do one, say right here like this, like that. And then go ahead and do this all the way out front right here. And then we'll go ahead and do one of these like that right there and right there. And then of course we'll need, let's see. Oh goodness, that's going to look, okay, well we can do one right here like that. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and do that one right there. Then we'll go ahead and just kind of fill in this inside like this. Yeah, and I'm probably not going to remove on any of the inside on that right there. So we'll just go ahead and do these guys like this all the way back over here. And yeah, so all right, let me go ahead and weld this sucker up and see how it looks. I think this is going to look really, really cool. So we'll have this come all the way out front. And this is going to be where the promenade is right here. So I think that'd be really cool. So I don't know what we're going to do from there all the way up to the... I'm not sure where the cargo section is actually going to start yet. What do you think of the interior of the hangar? I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I went ahead and I kind of rounded off the edges up there. I still need to round off those edges right there and those edges up there. And same thing on the flip side, right? But I added some windows on the sides right here, which I kind of dig. And there's a lot of room inside there. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. So I'm digging it. And I have a conveyor system up here that's going to go ahead and supply all of our turrets with like ammo and all that kind of stuff. Like you see how this is kind of sticking out right here? Yeah, that's going to be a perfect spot for a turret that we'll go ahead and supply with ammo from the conveyor system inside of there. But yeah, so I was thinking let's go ahead and start on our propulsion systems. So let's see. I actually want to, let's go ahead and kind of mark out our little kind of line of where we want all this stuff to go. So we'll just go ahead and kind of mark up. Let's see right here. Oh, I've been meaning to ask you guys, do y'all want me to start, would y'all like to see some FortressCraft? FortressCraft. It's a game that is basically, it's like if Factorial had been a mod for Minecraft, it would have been FortressCraft. It would have been super, like a really, really cool, it's a really, really cool game. And Diref20 has actually been playing it and doing a let's play on it. And I started kind of playing around with the game and it's really, really, really fun. So I'm going to put a poll on Twitter and go ahead and vote on the poll if you want to see it or if you don't want to see it or just kind of what your interest is in and our interest in it is. And let me know. And I'll go ahead and link the Diref20 spotlight. He did a spotlight on the game as well as start a let's play on it. And so, yeah, let me know kind of what your interest in that game is, because it's really fun. It's really, really cool, and I thought y'all might enjoy it. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and start our let's go ahead and kind of bring these guys up like this. So we'll go ahead and take you up maybe that high. Might be kind of cool. Okay, let's go ahead and do the same thing right here. So take you up, say right there. Then we'll go ahead and do the same thing. Oh goodness, there we go. And oh no, I had it. There we go. All right, so something like that right there. And I'm making these heavy armor blocks. So yeah. All right, go ahead and do you like that right there. All right, that's looking pretty good. And so from off of this, what I'm thinking is we'll go ahead and do something like, see, are these actually white? Okay, they're not white, are they? No. All right, well now they're gonna be white. All right, shift click. There we go. All right. And shift middle mouse button actually goes ahead and like paints a huge area. So that's what I just did right there. Okay, so that's coming out about that far right there. Now I'm going to want to start taking it down this way. So let's see. We're going to want our nacelle to be about right there maybe. So what I'm thinking is let's go ahead and take this out one more. So one more right there. And let's go ahead and open this up. So, all right. So we're going to start doing some of these guys. So we'll go ahead and do 2 of you right there. And then let's go ahead and rotate you right there like that. Then we'll go ahead and kind of flip this over. So like this, and then turn you around. We'll do the same thing right there. So something like that. And then we'll go ahead and do the same thing for this guy. Turn it around like that. And then flip you back over right there and right there. And we'll go ahead and do like this like that and that. And we'll go ahead and do one more of these underneath it. So there we go. Wait, no, you're not right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I shouldn't question it. All right, there we go. Something like that. All right, that's kind of cool. And then maybe, let's see, how far out are you? Are you far enough out? No, you're not. Maybe I should take that out one more. Oh, gosh. What I can do is some of these guys. I was thinking about having some of these guys down here. So what if we did like this, right? And then started the nacelle right here. So this would be the nacelle. And then I go ahead and do like this, and then more nacelle, right? Like that, and then some right here. So I was thinking the 45-degree slope where the nacelles actually are. But I might need to bring that out one further. Is kind of what I'm thinking now. Like that. And then have those guys go down a little bit further. And then we'll have another kind of column coming out right here. So would that be good for a nacelle? I am not sure. Maybe we could go ahead and do something like have the nacelle kind of stick out one up here. Maybe something like this, maybe? This would work. This would work. Yeah, let's do this. That might actually look really, really cool. Okay, so the nacelle is going to come out this way, and it's going to need to be the exact same on the other side as well. So we'll go ahead and do all the way out like that. And you as well. And then, so we'd want nacelle, we would want 45 degree right there and right there. All right, and then it'd be coming out forwards this way. Let's see, how big is, let's go ahead and switch over to this. Let's see how big a large thruster. So, all right, let's see. How big is a large thruster on here? Oh my gosh, that thing's huge. That's the main thing about the nacelle is it needs to be able to go ahead and do one of these. Oh, we're gonna need a bigger nacelle. That's not quite gonna fit. What? No, actually, that might fit. It might fit. We need to rotate it. Something like that right there. We might be able to make that work. And I would like it to be a little bit lower though. Actually, no, that's pretty good. That is actually pretty good. Yeah, let's go ahead and do one lower. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and get rid of all this. Yeah, let me go ahead and okay, this thing's floating off now. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so this is kind of, I think this would work for our nacelle right here. So if we were to go ahead and put it like an engine on the outside of this, let's go ahead and switch over to number 3. 3? Yeah, there we go. It should fit perfectly on. Yeah, there we go. So it's a 3x2 where we have that engine on there. That should fit perfect. I like that. And then, of course, all these, like, some of those heavy armor blocks inside of there are actually going to be small engine blocks. So let's go ahead and weld some of these up right here. Because these things look really derpy when they're in their construction stages. But once they're not in their construction, you see how now it looks flat? I want to see how this right here looks, though. That's kind of my big concern, is how this one right here would look. That looks pretty cool. You see where this is going from that 30 degree to the 45 degree? Yeah. That looks pretty cool. Okay, so this is going to take forever for me to go ahead and weld. But yeah, all right. Okay, so here's kind of one nacelle started, and I have a second one over there kind of started as well. And I'm trying to figure out, look at the base of this thing. Isn't this cool? Yeah, look, it kind of changes shape right there. Kind of same thing up there on top. I don't know, it looks like it almost bends it. It's where it breaks it, but I think it's okay. Hopefully it's okay. Let's see, so I'm trying to think of kind of how I want to do these. So I'm going to try and mirror what we have on the very top of each of the nacelles. So everything's kind of should be pretty much the same is kind of what I'm thinking. So all right, we're going to go ahead and do you right there. And then right here, let's see. I believe we have, yeah, okay, so we have two 45s right there and then a 45 right there. So two 45s on the underside and one 45 on the top. And then we're going to go ahead and go with the 30s here. So want you and you right there. And then you, we need to go ahead and rotate you and you right there. That should be good. And then we're going to want a column coming up right here somewhere. So I'm thinking, let's see. So probably something like right here. Right there. And then we're going to have the rounded edges on each side. Now, let's see. We could probably take this up one more. Would probably be good. All right, let's go ahead and do out this way. So we're going to want like this. right there, and right there, and take you up right there, and do the same thing on this side as well. So yeah, let me go ahead and get this second column up and going, and we'll be right back. I like it. No, I love it. I think it looks fantastic, but there's something not right. What is it? I can't. It's driving me bonkers. There's something. I see it. I see it. I see it. It's this thing right here. Yep. See, you see how that right there comes in? It's not lining up with that one up there. They're off a little bit. Oh, gosh. You ever do that where you're like, you know there's something wrong, like there's something you just can't quite figure out, and then so you finally go and ask. You just give up and you go and ask. You're like, okay, you know what? I can't quite figure this out. Someone help me. And as soon as you do, it comes to you. Wait, where was it? There it is. Okay. So, oh, I built something. I built a new ship. We have a new ship. I'll show you that in 1 second. Why can't I place you? Why? Oh, I can place it down here, but I can't place... No, there we go. Okay. I don't know. All right. So that right there should... Will that line up? Yeah, that's going to line up absolutely perfect. So I'm going to have to redo this bottom part right here somehow. This little guy... Actually, it's not a little guy. It's a big ship. It's a big ship. I'll go ahead and post it, of course, into our little collection. But it's a large welder, and it's got these two guys right here, and I'm building so many of these heavy armor blocks. It's taking me forever with that little tiny welding ship. The little tiny welding ship is great for in caves and that kind of stuff, but for out here, I wanted a large welder. So basically, it's two large welders with a whole bunch of engines thrown around it. That's all it is. It was just a simple little derpy ship I threw together in about 2 seconds. I'll go ahead and show you what else in here. So it's got 4 cargo containers. They're just the small, large ship cargo containers, which is the exact same size as the small ship, large cargo containers. That's a little confusing. There's small, large ship ones, which are the same size as the large, small ship ones. Yeah. And it's got welders and, oh no, that's the, what is this? Oh, this is my transfer. This is my connector. Yeah. And it's got TILM in here. So it just has TILM. It doesn't have any kind of fancy LCDs or anything like that. I just wanted something to throw together really fast and quickly so I can continue on building. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so I need to go ahead and figure out how I want to do this. So let's see. All right, so you're going to go down like that. And we need to go ahead and get rid of you. How much inventory space do I have? Okay, I have plenty. Okay, so I go ahead and get rid of these right here. And get rid of all this right here. Okay, well, there goes my inventory space. All right. Let me pick this stuff up, guys. Okay, that's perfect. I love it. I love it. Okay, that matches up perfectly. So what I'm actually trying to decide right now is how I want to do the engines. So I have these ones facing up, right? They're tucked in back over here. And then, of course, I have the big one facing forwards, big one facing backwards. And I think I'm going to tuck in all these ones right here. So maybe put them down like this. And let's go ahead. I have number 5, right? Okay, so here we go. So something like these guys. So let's go ahead and remove that, and that. And so if I was to go ahead and kind of tuck these in, say, like that. So this would be tucked in. That would be good. That would be good. And then we go ahead and put these guys across right here. So I think that would be kind of cool. Yeah, what do y'all think of that right there? Let me go ahead and weld this up. I think I want to do this blue. I'm going to go ahead and leave this one right here as white, and then we're going to do the one on the other side as blue. Or maybe we'll do one right below it as blue, and we'll see how we like the different colors. This large welder ship is amazing. I love it. Yeah, it's got the twin welders mod is what I'm using for the welders on here. So it's really good. I like it. All right, coming along. Yeah, I think this will work right here. I have that. This time I managed to get that straight the first time. Yeah, I learned my lesson. So, okay, let's see. Whoa, that's way too big. That's the big one. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do like 3 of these going that way. We're just going to kind of mirror that one. Mirror it. So it's going to be like the opposite, right? It's going to be that, like that right there. And then we're going to have these guys pointing down. So these guys, 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna have 6 of these small ones going each way on the nacelles. So there we go, something like that right there. And then of course we're going to go. Oops. Let's go ahead and do this right here, across like that, and right there. And then we're gonna do the big ones like this right there. So cool. Okay, so we have heavy armor kind of between them all. And then we're just, kind of filling in the holes of right here. So like that, and then across like that. So that should be good. Okay, let's go ahead and fill these in. Bump, 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 like that. And then all the way across right here. Like that. And then we're going to put another one of these big ones. Right. Right. Let's see. Oh, come on. Do we have it right? There we go. Sometimes it's easier to see out here on this kind of view. Okay, so that should be good. And that should be just like the one right above it. So, all right, time to go weld. I am loving this ring. This ring is really, really cool. I like it. I like it. It came out cooler than I thought it would. I was afraid it was going to be super, super, super big. But I think it's just the perfect size. I was going to put jump drives on it. Originally, that was my plan, was to have the jump drives on here. But I don't know. I was looking at the jump drives, and I just think they're too big. I'm thinking we're going to go ahead and put the jump drives inside of this thing right here. Because right here in this little room that we're going to put right there, yeah, I think that'd be a perfect spot for jump drives. But, yeah. Isn't it the perfect size? I like it. And it is rounder. Like, well, obviously that down there is not very round. But the side parts, yeah, it came out rounder than I expected. I was really afraid it wouldn't look at all round. And I kind of like how it kind of bulks, gets a little bit bulky right here as it goes into the nacelle. Yeah, it's kind of cool. You may notice that these are different colors. That's because I had to lower the tier of thrusters. I just could not afford the tier 3 ones. It's just way too expensive. I'm out of gold, I am out of nickel, and I just spent the last of my nickel finishing up these guys right here. I'll go ahead and show you. There we go. Right in here, you see these little gyroscopes, which actually, that means we could probably go ahead and cut away. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. That's why. Okay. Which we could actually probably go ahead and cut away our ship now. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and finish up the episode where I'm cutting away the ship. So it's going to be floating on its own now, on its own 2 feet. Although, you know what? I don't have a cockpit on there. Oh, that was a mistake. I can go ahead and add a cockpit on there. A little control panel or something. Right, so that should be fine. But yeah, so it's off floating on its own now. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. Oh, ouch. I died. Oh, okay. Well, I hope you guys can stay safer than I did. Thank you all for hanging out, everyone. Stay safe. Bye-bye. Oh, hey, go vote. Go vote on Twitter. Yeah, go vote. So it makes lights blinding. Yeah, so I do apologize for not giving you guys a heads up that I was heading out of town for a week. I wanted to get one more episode recorded before I left town for a holiday. And I just wasn't able to, real life came up and I was unable to record that last episode where I was going to kind of let y'all know I wasn't be around for a week. But yeah, I'm sorry about that. But anyway, I had a wonderful holidays and 2016 is looking amazing so far. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and kind of get started on what we're doing right here. What I am working on is trying to kind of finish off this little back section of the ship. This episode, I would like to go ahead and get the propulsion section of our ship all done. It's probably going to be the hardest part of our build of this entire vessel. It's going to be the propulsion section. So someone already kind of guessed at what my inspiration for my propulsion section is going to be. And my main inspiration for the propulsion section back here is to have like nacelles that's kind of inspired by Vulcan ships, and you know, like from Star Trek, the Vulcan ships, right? How they have those big round kind of propulsion sections. Now, that's going to be really hard to do in Space Engineers because like even like the roundish parts in Space Engineers are all based on 45-degree angles, right? So, you know, in Space Engineers, we have our blocks, and then we have our 45-degree blocks like this, right? Good day, everybody. Bevo here. I hope you're having a fantastic 2016. Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome back to Space Engineers. I am excited to be back home. I do apologize last episode. Well, for the past week, I have not been recording. I've been on holiday out of town. So I'm sorry I did not give you guys a heads up. Let's go ahead and start welding some of this stuff right here. I'll explain what I'm doing here in 1 second. Oh, no. What's my lights? Yeah, I think that's a new feature in Space Engineers. One thing I do want to do is, you know, I've kind of mentioned I don't like kind of big flat areas on my ships. And so, for example, this little section right here. Let's see here. Like this right here, let's see. This is one. Let's go ahead and, there right here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. No. I didn't mean to paint you. 1, 2, 3. So I don't want more than 3 blocks on any kind of section of my ship. So for example, I want to go ahead and get rid of this, right? And then we go ahead and replace that part that I didn't mean to take off right there. And I want to make sure that there's no more than 3 kind of flat, blocks of a flat area anywhere on my ship. So for example, this right here is, it's like 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So I probably want right here, right? And then we have some other kind of a little bit less than 45-degree kind of blocks, right? That are pretty cool, but it would make it really hard to make like a Vulcan-esque propulsion kind of back section of the ship, I think. So I don't know. We'll try and figure out what we're gonna do with that. One thing I did not get around to was at the end of last episode, I said I was going to finish up the promenade, and I actually just now, this very second, remembered that I had promised that, and I forgot to do it. So the promenade's not done yet. I thought we'd go ahead and just go. I wanted to kind of get started on this. Well, actually, I started painting stuff right here for when I was going to start the promenade, and then once I started painting back here, I was like, yeah, I need to go ahead and do something with this big square that we have back here.